Welcome. In this explainer, we're going to break down one of the most fundamental and, let's be honest, often misunderstood parts of cryptocurrency, the wallet. And right off the bat, you got to forget everything you know about a physical wallet. We are about to step into a whole new world of what digital ownership actually means.
Okay, so let's just dive right into the biggest question people have. And it's a fantastic question because the answer really gets to the heart of how all of this works. Your crypto doesn't actually live inside your wallet. Nope. Instead, your assets are just records on this huge, public digital ledger called the blockchain. What your wallet holds is the secret key, a special piece of crypto data that proves you own those records. It's what gives you the power to send crypto to someone else. So, here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with the basic idea of ownership, then move into the different kinds of wallets you'll find out there. We're talking wallets built for convenience, wallets for super specific control, and then the heavy hitters for maximum security. This is all about helping you understand the trade-offs you're making with each one.
Before we even look at a single wallet type or brand, we absolutely have to get this one idea down. This principle is the entire foundation for the whole idea of being your own bank. It's that important. You're going to hear this term a lot, non-custodial, and this is exactly what it means. You know how a bank has custody of your money? Well, a non-custodial wallet is the opposite. It means you, and only you, are in complete and total charge. No one else owns it. No one else can get into it. And, that's incredibly empowering, but it also comes with a pretty big responsibility.
What's so great about this slide is that this phrase, it's not just a saying, it's pretty much a mantra in the crypto world. And it just perfectly sums up why controlling your own private keys is so vital. If some company or an exchange is holding your keys for you, you're just trusting them. True ownership in this world means you hold the keys yourself. End of story.
All right, so let's see how that principle of self-custody works with the kinds of wallets most people bump into first. These are specifically designed to feel familiar, kind of like the modern banking apps you already use on your phone. It's all about making it easy and user-friendly.
Think of these as your personal crypto portfolio manager. Their main selling point is putting everything in one spot. You can hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and tons of other coins from totally different networks all in one app. They're usually really nice to look at, super intuitive, and make trading a breeze. So what's the catch? Well, you give up some of the nitty-gritty technical control, and sometimes the fees might be a little higher because of that convenience.
Now these wallets, they're less about just holding your crypto and more about using it. A wallet like MetaMask is basically your passport to the world of Web3. It's what lets you connect to dApps, decentralized applications, which are like regular apps but built on the blockchain. So you can play games, trade NFTs, use new social media platforms, all that fun stuff. They can hold tons of different tokens, but because they're always connected online, you've got to be careful. Clicking on a bad link or connecting to a sketchy site can put you at risk.
So here's the bottom line. It's all about the purpose. An Ethereum-based wallet like MetaMask, it's really best to think of it as a web browser for this new decentralized internet. It's for interacting. On the other hand, a multi-crypto wallet is more like your digital bank account. It's mainly for storing and managing a bunch of different assets, all in one convenient place.
Okay, let's move along the spectrum now. We're shifting away from all-in-one convenience and more towards total control. These next wallets are built for a very specific job, and they trade that broad, do-everything functionality for deep, precise features inside one single ecosystem.
For people who are really into the original cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, these specialist wallets offer a level of precision and control you just can't get anywhere else. These are for folks who want to manage every single tiny detail of their Bitcoin transactions. Wallets, like Electrum or Bitcoin Core, these are for the Bitcoin purists. They're what we call mature, open-source software, which makes them super secure. Their biggest selling point is that granular control. You can control exactly which coins you spend, you can set the precise transaction fee you want, you can even send payments to a bunch of people at once. The flip side? Well, they trade that user-friendliness for power, and honestly, their interfaces can look pretty intimidating if you're new to this.
And finally, we arrive at the absolute peak of personal crypto security. If you're thinking about long-term storage and you want the best protection you can possibly get against online threats, this is it. This is the solution. This is your own personal digital vault. A hardware wallet is a physical device, it looks kind of like a USB stick, and it's designed with just one goal in mind. Keep your private keys completely offline all the time. The whole idea is to create what's called an air gap,
a physical barrier between your keys and the internet.
Okay, let's walk through this process, because it's pretty brilliant. First, your super important private keys are created and stored right on the device itself, totally offline. Then when you want to send some crypto, you set up the transaction on your computer, but the most critical step, the actual signing of the transaction, gets sent to the hardware wallet. You have to physically press a button on the device to approve it. Only after that offline approval does this signed secure transaction get sent out to the network. Your keys never, ever touch the internet.
And this just perfectly illustrates the simple but incredibly powerful security of a hardware wallet. It doesn't matter if a hacker has taken over your computer. They can see the transaction you're trying to make, sure, but they can't sign it. They can't press that physical button on the little device sitting on your desk. Plain and simple, they can't steal what they can't connect to. So while they are without a doubt the gold standard for security, that security comes with some clear trade-offs. All those extra steps make them pretty inconvenient for frequent daily use. They also cost money, unlike software wallets, which are usually free. And they do take a little bit of technical know-how to set up and use properly and safely. Whew! Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, from the do-it-all apps to the specialist tools all the way to the digital vaults. So let's tie it all together and help you figure out which approach, or maybe which combination of approaches, is going to be right for you. This table gives you a really clear, at-a-glance summary, and as you can see, there's no single best wallet. Not at all. The right one for you depends completely on what you want to do. Are you a long-term investor just looking to keep your assets safe for years? A hardware wallet is your best friend. Are you an explorer who wants to dive headfirst into Web3? An Ethereum-based wallet is your key. It's all about matching the right tool to the right job. So in the end, choosing a wallet is a personal decision. It's all about balancing these three things: convenience, control, and security. Do you want the ease of a familiar app, the precise control of a specialist tool, or the fortress-like security of a digital vault? There's really no wrong answer here. Hopefully, this explainer has given you the tools to make that choice with confidence.